Hey Cheetahs, welcome to Cheetah Chat. I'm your host, Sinead Peters. This is our new principal, Ms. Girard. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I grew up in a beautiful island, Caribbean island called St. Lucia. And it is, think about having summer all year round. That's what St. Lucia is. Growing up there, I went to high school, elementary, high school, and then went to college in Jamaica, University of the West Indies, where I studied biology and chemistry, majored in those two subjects. And then from there, I was recruited to be a science teacher in California. So I was a middle school science teacher in California. I stayed there for about 2 years, and then I moved to New York City, where I was a chemistry, biology, health, and math teacher for about 5 or so years. And then I transitioned into administration, where I was an assistant principal. At one school, I was an assistant principal for 10 years, and then I moved into the principal position at another school. And then a couple of years later, after moving to South Jersey, I moved. I was tired, actually, of the commute to New York City. I was actually commuting for 4 years back and forth to New York. So I said, you know, I'm getting tired of this commute. I need to find something down here. So I found this job. I first was the curriculum and assessment director with the district. And then I was the principal of Bainbridge Elementary last year. And then this year, I'm the principal of GCIT.
Yeah, you've really had quite the journey, but I'm glad you ended up here.
Yes, so am I.
Why did you decide to become a principal at our school?
So career and college readiness has always been a forefront in my career of helping students. Because I see the value of not just the academics, but the skills that students learn when they are in a career program. So, so I started, during COVID, I started doing my doctorate, and I decided on doing it, decided to do it on career, vocational technical career. So when this position became available, I'm like, this is perfect. I'm actually studying this. I'm doing my dissertation on this. So this is perfect to be, you know, right in the middle of a school as great as GCIT that does all the things that I'm studying. So that's the reason why I wanted to be here.
Yeah, that's really impressive. So what inspired you to pursue a career in education?
So my 6th grade teacher inspired me. Her name was Mrs. Regis. Growing up in St. Lucia in a small country community, farming community, many of the students did not, or children did not go to school. They worked on the fields with their parents, but my parents made sure that myself and my sister, we went to school every day and we did not miss school. So when I was in 6th grade, my dad actually found a really good school in the city for me to go to. So when I got there, the students were making fun of me, you know, like, oh, why are you here in our school? You're from the country, go back to the country. And my 6th grade teacher, she heard that, and she came to me afterwards and she said, Sybil, don't ever let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do. You know, don't listen to what they're saying, because you know your potential, and just focus on that. And throughout the years, she was just a really good mentor and support system for me. She always used to check on me and help me, encourage me, and help me pursue my dreams, my career. So when I was in college and after college, thinking of what I wanted to do, I wanted to be that person for students. So I went into education. I went to be a teacher, and as a teacher, I was very proud of my students, and I was that person to them, like encouraging them and telling them that they can do. Where they're from or their economic background is not what they're going to be, but their goals, what they set for themselves, is what they want to be. And when I was a teacher, I figured I can do even better if I'm an administrator. So I went into administration again, just to be that encouragement for students to help them achieve their goals.
Yeah, I think it's really important for students to always have someone like that for them. It definitely shapes their lives a lot. So what's your favorite aspect of being the principal here?
Talking to you guys. I love going into the classrooms and talking to students. I love going to the lunchroom and just sitting down and having casual conversation with students just to learn about themselves, learn about their goals, their career, what they want to do. So just speaking to kids, also helping teachers who may need help. I enjoy that aspect of the work a lot.
Is there anything that's like unexpected that you weren't ready for, like challenge-wise, for being a new principal?
Well, this principal position is my third position of being a principal. So a lot of the things that I would not have expected, I've been through it. So it's like, okay, this is what this is, a problem with a parent or a problem with a staff member. I kind of know how to handle it. I try to stay calm and not react. I try to think a lot before I make a decision. I try to gather all information from all those involved before making a decision. But I would say not many things has been a surprise so far. A lot of the things that I've typically dealt with as an administrator is kind of like the same things that happen all over again. So it's pretty normal, and this is a great school. So some of the things I've dealt with in the past, I'm not experiencing it here. So it's good.
I definitely take pride in that, you know, that's such a good school.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You guys are great, you know, between the teachers, the staff, the students. I mean, it's just a wonderful place.
So would you like to share a fun fact with the students?
About myself. Fun fact. I speak a language called French Creole. So it stems back from the history of St. Lucia. So in St. Lucia, the British and the French, they were fighting to get control of the island, like many years ago. So they had different battles, and 7 times the French won. And when the French won the battle, everybody had to speak French. And 7 times the British won. Anytime the British won, we had to speak English. So our ancestors had to switch from French and English. So as a result, we had like a mesh of French and English. So I have broken French. So up to this day, that's part of our culture. So I understand French as a result of that. And I would say something, you know, if I'm talking to another St. Lucian and other people like, what language is that? It's not French, it's not English, you know. So that's a fun fact about me. The other fun fact about me is that I love to travel. I love to go on vacations with my 2 girls. So love it.
Yeah, I think being bilingual is like really interesting. I can also speak another language, and I think it's so funny when people are like, what are you speaking?
Yeah,
It's just,
it does.
So I want to give you a big congratulations for getting the position of the new principal. And I'd like to thank you for coming on to this show. And this was Cheetah Chat.
Thank you. Thank you.